Hey, welcome to the Dream Team Monday Night Zoom. Probably my favorite Zoom that I get to be on every week because it's you girls, it's my, and maybe TJ, but it's my girls and maybe TJ. I will be super honest with you. It's been a crazy, crazy day, and I normally like to be much better prepared for these things, but I'm not, so we're going to wing it anyway. But I want to talk about the next 8 days. Like, we have 8 days left. So basically, you have a whole week plus some change. And we already have people like, okay, Olivia reclaimed 4K today. Edie hit 12K today. Oh, hang on. Yeah, Joe. Hang on, my builder. Hang on. Talk amongst yourself. Somebody. Well, I am super sorry about that. A guy is here finishing the deck, and he was standing at the back door being like, hello. Okay, so anyway, we're going to talk about the last 8 days of the month. And we are already starting to hit like some like super exciting things and celebrating. But what I think is really important is that we don't take our foot off the gas. So as excited as I am that Edie hit 12K, she's actually at 13K in volume. So we want to keep going. Olivia hit 4K. Hello, she's got plenty of time to get up to 5K, 6K, wherever it's going to take her this month. So you don't want to stop just because you are comfortable where you are. And I talked a little bit about this last night on the planning Zoom, that sometimes we get close to the end of the month. We're like, wow, I made it farther than I thought I would. This is so awesome. And whether you realize it or not, sometimes you take your foot off the gas and you start to slow down because you're like, okay, this is good. You know, I got to my one goal I had. But the thing is, you guys have no idea how far you can go. We proved it as a team last month that amazing things can happen in 24 hours. And we have 8 whole days left. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight, and I just want to hear from you too, because remember, this is our Zoom, so we can all chit chat on this one versus the planning thing. What are you going to do in these next 8 days to make your business different? Because you could legitimately take your business from where it is right now, June 22nd, 7:30 at night, and it could be completely different on June 30th. So what are you going to do? So I know for me personally, I reached out to a couple of girls, and we have a little accountability group. And if you guys were on my power planning last night, you know that I took whatever goal you thought you had and we added 5. And so the 3 of us are going to hold each other accountable for 35 reach outs a day. And then there are other things I want to be doing. And I sometimes I have all those like things where I'm like, I want to do this and I want to do that. I want to do this. I have to like focus and make sure it happens. I want to go live once a week. I want to, these are things that I think I want to do. And then before I know it, I'm like, oh crap, it's already Monday again. I missed an entire week of doing this. So it's putting stuff on your calendar. It's committing to what you want to do. And I will say, as much as I'm bashing myself for not getting that particular thing done, I have gotten a lot better at keeping my stories up to par and making sure I'm doing my Facebook posts. But I just know there's more I could do. And so I'm going to bet that you also think to yourself, hey, self, I could be doing this, or I could be doing that. And it's going to look different for all of you. We're all at different points in our businesses. We're all at different points in our lives. But what is it, like I start thinking, because I'm going to start asking you guys to chime in here. What is something that you commit to doing over the next 8 days? Maybe it's something you did in the past and you just kind of lost track of it, because that happens too. But what is something you're going to commit to do over the next 8 days to take your business from where it is right now to something totally different by the end of the month? Because legit, in 8 days, it could look completely different for all of you. At the rate of run that most of you are on, and again, if you don't know your rate of run right now, you should stop listening to me and figure out your rate of run right now. You need to know where you are so you know where you can go. So let's talk about, like, we have an auto ship coming up. So you definitely want to be reaching out to your existing customers, your existing auto ship customers. Go back to also people who used to have auto ships. they don't have to necessarily know and understand that. So like, for example, let's say that Laura had an auto ship and she canceled like 2 months ago and she hasn't done it. I could reach out to her and say, hey, you know what? There's an auto ship coming up on the 25th and I'm offering $25 off for people who want to get back on that auto ship. Are you interested? Yes, it'll be a brand new order. It won't be like a renewed auto ship, but she doesn't need to know that. That's fine. You know, someday if she becomes a promoter, she'll be like, wow, that Tami was full of shit. I could have done this any day of the week, but that's okay. She doesn't have to know that now. So use things like auto ships, use things like end of the month, use things like holidays. You know, we're going to be having a holiday with July 4th in, I don't know, 2 weeks. I think it's only like 2 weeks away or something like that. Use things like that. Like, don't wait on Lavelle to do some sort of summer kickoff. Do your own. Throw out there that you want to do how are we at 8 days plus whatever for the middle of July. You're going to do a 2-week summer kickoff where you're going to get people, everyone's going to order sculpt and they're going to do something. Like, just be creative. Like, make your own thing. You know, I've talked a lot about it and I'm trying really, really hard and it's not necessarily panning out yet, but I know that it will someday. I am talking a lot to people about trial packs. And one of these days, like there was a time when I talked about trial packs and it was fruitful. And now it's not very fruitful, but that doesn't mean I'm going to quit talking about trial packs. It'll be fruitful again. Don't make me go through my gardening analogy again and explain all that to you. You all know you water the seed and it grows. So what is it? Like, start throwing some stuff out of me. What are you guys going to do over the next 8 days to make your business different? Anybody? I know everybody's working hard. Laura Warnsman. It won't let me unmute you, but you can totally unmute.
Okay, I got it. Okay, so I kind of let this slack. Just life kind of got in the way. I was offering all my birthday people, I would wish them a happy birthday on their wall. Then I kind of stalk their wall and see, is this someone worthy of getting something from me? I mean, that was kind of at the point where I decided, do I still need to be friends with them? I mean, because I friended tons of people and some of them are like crazy, literally crazy. So that is when I decided, is this somebody that I want to invest a trial pack into? So I'm going to start doing that. In fact, I started doing it this morning. You know, Mondays are for fresh starts. So I'm going to start doing that and offering I'm actually just going to send one day. I'm not going to send out, because it's what, $12, $15?
Right.
So I don't have enough good luck sending those out to invest that much money. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to send out a one day. That's what I'm going to do. So, and I have a script already from Susan, from like a year ago. Right. So I'm going to use that. I have it saved in my notes. I'm going to start doing that again. If nothing else, I get free accounts from them. They're really, I can easily get their email. Then it's just the next point of, hey, what's your address? I'm going to send this to you. And then they kind of like, whoa, So, but at least I'll get free accounts. And I don't know. I'm going to start doing that again. So,
because I know people are going to ask, when I put up the recording of this video in Dream Team, will you put that script in the comments? Okay, because people are going to ask about that and wonder.
Also, and also you were talking about auto ships. I reached out to all my auto ship people today. I just said, I kind of have a script that I say, I can put that on there too. Okay. Just say, hey, your auto ship's coming up on 6/25. Do you want to change your shake flavor or DFT? And I kind of give, to help with your appetite, mood support, aches and discomforts. And then I say, I'm going to pop in 15, kind of depends on what they're ordering. I see what they've ordered before, but it's either $15 or $20 to cover your shipping. I mean, I don't even ask them. I just say, I'm doing it. Right. And so far, everyone today has said, thank you, or call me. I have a new credit card. So, I've had no one say no.
Nice. So, perfect. Yeah. So they'll want that script also. I'm pretty sure I know the one you're talking about, but it's good to have the notes in the section.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You just mentioned it and I want to hit on it. Making friends, like adding friends to your social media. And you guys, I know, like Laura said, some of them are crazy. I get it. There are crazy people out there. You are going to run into some crazy people. And if you're not running into crazy people, then you're probably the crazy one, right? That's what my grandma would say. But here's the thing. If you're not adding people to your social media, then you are just talking to a brick wall. You've got to be adding. And and like I said, I know it can be awkward and weird. Okay. I probably can't play it. So I friended a girl a while back. Excuse me. I know she lives around here. I know she's an Isagenix girl, whatever. But she reached out to me today. She voice clipped me because I've sent her happy birthday. I've done, all the things that we do. She asked me, well, first of all, she gave me a compliment about my post, and she read that I celebrated my 5-year anniversary. And then she wanted to know if we could get together for coffee sometime because she'd really like to compare comp plans because she knows I'm a thriver for life. These are her words. I know you're a thriver for life, but I would just be really interested in seeing how our comp plans match up. And then she said something about if you don't want to, that's on you or whatever. And I was like, oh, girl, I'm in. Where do you want to go? I said, I don't drink coffee because I don't need it, but I'll meet you someplace. What do you want to do? And I even told her, I said, I'm not even sure I can explain our comp plan that well because I don't stress out my comp plan. I just know I get some killer checks. So she's either fishing because she wants to switch teams, which I'm ready, or she's fishing because she thinks that she has a better deal. And I'm also ready for that. I don't encourage this at all, but if she asks, I will show her my paychecks. I will shut her up fast. I can guarantee. So, again, that's somebody I friended who I was like, oh, I don't know. She's one of those fitness bunnies, which I know that sounds weird coming out of my mouth because I'm a trainer, but that's different. And she does Isagenix, la, la, la. But look where it got me. We've been Facebook friends now for about a year, and she's clearly been paying attention. She has clearly been zooming in when I put my check up there and white out some of the numbers, and she is completely interested. And then I friended somebody who I was pretty sure was married to my cousin, but I didn't know for sure because if you know me, I have a ton of cousins. And sure enough, she ended up being my cousin's wife. And she's one of my new orders this week because she was like, wow, I've been watching all your stuff, and I want to try this. But again, Facebook is like, you might know this person. And I was like, I don't know. Do I? Who cares? Friend them. If they turn out to be weird, block them. It's okay. But if you're not adding people to your list every single day, and you guys, Facebook makes it super easy. You know, when you're scrolling, it says people you may know. If it's your ex-husband or your ex-mother-in-law, because that has actually happened to me, scroll on by. But everybody else, like, friend them up. I used to stop myself because I'd be like, I don't know, this person has like 6 friends that are thrivers, but they're not thriving. So clearly they're not paying attention to those people. So friend them up. Like, add people to your list, because if you don't, you know, you're like, I think I'm getting on everybody's nerves because I'm talking about Thrive. Well, you might be. Go talk to some new people. So add friends to your list. And then just, I had to block a few weird people today, but that's okay. They're blocked. They're out of my life, and you can move on. Okay, who else has something that they're going to be doing? Something different that they're trying? Or Olivia, I know you're cooking. I don't want to bug you while you're cooking, and I can't unmute you anyway. I was just curious if you wanted to chat really quickly about, you messaged me earlier today and you said, here's my notebook, my fancy planner. It's super fancy, but Tami, it's blank because I've not been writing anything in it. And so let's talk about that, because you guys, I used to have a super fancy planner too. And I worked like that sheet, that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 that goes around. I made that. That took hours to make. Guess what I use now? I use this cute little dragonfly notebook that Courtney gave me. And there's literally, it's not pretty. It's just scribbles, but it's what works for me. So what can you do? What would work better for you? Oh, wait.
I'm going to have to utilize like emojis on Messenger. Mm-hmm. Like I stopped doing it because I'm like, these people probably think I'm weird as hell because it pops up to them. Yeah, but when Sandra was talking about it last week, she's like, nobody said anything to me, so who cares?
Yeah, and I will tell you, TJ's not here tonight, but TJ went in the other day, and I try to look for it now. He put a flower. If they were in a group chat with me, he put a flower in front of it. If they were in a group chat with Samantha, he put a cactus in front of it. So he knows right away that those are his group chats and potentials, and he also knows what uplines in them based on that. And right. I can't even tell you how many people he did that to. Some people never acknowledged it, but 4 or 5 totally did. And it got conversations started again just because it popped back up on their feed. And when if they pop back in and said, hey man, what's up? Or they would giggle and be like, oh, you renamed us, whatever it is. Then he would just ask him like, what have you been doing this week? What's going on with life? And then slowly but surely, this one girl finally came in and said that she had stopped using her patch because she was worried about a tan line. So he like gave her suggestions on where else to put the patch. And so it's just a small little thing that will keep you organized. But that moment when it goes right back up to the top of their feed for Messenger, it could be the thing. You guys know that like sometimes there's something that you want, but you're like, I can't justify it, or I shouldn't do that right now because I just bought this new purse or whatever. But then something happens. It pops up in your news feed or, whatever. Okay, yeah, I'm probably going to do it. It's a sign from Jesus. So be that sign. Like somebody could really be sitting there thinking, you know what, I do want to thrive, but I'm struggling with it. But then boom, Lisa pops up in their Messenger and she's got a little cowboy next to her name. And they're like, oh, hey, Lisa, what's up? Like it's just, we don't worry about what people think about us. That's your mindset. McDonald's does not care if you think they have too much advertising. They legit could care less what you think because they're selling millions of hamburgers. So we don't need to care either. We're going to sell millions of dollars and thrive. So yeah, I do encourage you guys to do that. And then Olivia, I just want to encourage you to take that beautiful banner and scribble all over it. I don't care.
Yeah, I need to.
Column. I don't even care if it's alphabetized. Just treat it like paper and write down everything you can.
Well, like I made it specifically for me. Like it says follow-ups. It says all the things, but for whatever reason, I don't know if it's because I only have like for the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I only have 5 lines. So I don't know if that's letting it hold me back. Like when we were talking about how many reach outs, like I can't fit 35 on there.
Yep, I can get holding you back. So just put a piece of notebook paper in there. Like you could even treat the 5 follow-ups, that could be your birthday list. And then just add a piece of paper in there. Because I know you made it and you want to use it. I get it. I also think, give yourself some credit. You have 4 kids to take care of. So if that planner sits out on the counter and it gets baby food on it and some spaghetti sauce, who cares? If they get a car payment, they can put pudding on it for all we care. Like let that planner be in front. Like that's the thing. Like this notebook is a mess. It's got crumbs and stuff in it and probably some iced tea spilt, but it's always out in front of me. So that's the reminder. Danielle says, I have a ton of credit, so I'm offering them to people who get on the fence. Awesome. So Danielle, and I don't know if you're driving or maybe at work. How are you offering them? Are you just reaching out and saying, hey, in the next 8 days, I'm offering $10 off, or like maybe if you give us a little more information. Natasha says, so when you say reach out, does that mean you're just reaching out to people who have expressed interest previously or cold calls? No, that's an awesome question. Okay, so Natasha, when I talk about reach outs, when I say I'm going to do 35 reach outs every day, I am not talking about Thrive necessarily to every single person. I am going through my friends list and being so here's how I do it. I do it on my computer because it's easier for me this way. I will go through my friends list. I will right click on someone's name that I haven't talked to in a long time, and I will open them up in a new tab. And I will do that till I get all 35 names open in a new tab. Then I will go to the tab. It'll be their Facebook page. So let's say it's Laura Wordsman's Facebook page. I will scroll really quickly. I will see a picture of a caterpillar, and I'll be like, okay, she's into that. And then I'll see a picture of her dogs, or maybe I'll see that she checked in, that she worked out. So I get like a quick glimpse of what's going on in this person's life, and then I private message them and say, hey, I haven't talked to you in forever. Your dogs are adorable. What are their names? Or what kind of dogs are they? Hers are obvious because they're wiener dogs. Or I saw you said you were working out. Is this a new place for you or have been going there for a while? I just ask questions based on what I see. I will do that for 35 people. Now, some of those people maybe I have talked to about Thrive in the past and it kind of died down. So I'm just resurrecting that conversation with like, how was your Father's Day? Hey, that trip you looked really great. Hey, did you guys get that new pool open yet? I'm asking questions, so I'm making connections with 35 people. Inevitably, down the road, the conversations are going to lead into things like when you talk to somebody about, like for that example I gave you, hey, Laura, you've been working out at that place. Is that new for you? And she might write back, no. And this is a fake scenario. It's not truly you, Laura. But like maybe this person would be like, no, I've been going there off and on for the last couple of years. I've been trying to lose this 10 pounds, and I just can't seem to shake it. Hello, that's my window to be like, oh, what else are you doing? I can't believe I've never told you about this Thrive stuff that I love. It's so great. Or maybe somebody's like, how was your Father's Day? Oh, it was awful. I had to work. I'm working 2 jobs right now because during COVID, we got shut down. Like whatever story they tell you, like, really, have you ever thought about doing what I do? You'd be great at it. You can make money from home. So it's starting a conversation with 35 people and then just following it where it goes. So like today I'll talk to 35 people. Tomorrow I'll talk to 35 people. Hopefully some of the 35 people that I talked with today, I'll be continuing conversations with tomorrow. And you're going to, out of those 35, I'm probably going to get a lot of crickets, or I'm probably going to get a lot of, hey, what's up? Or, you know, a thumb up. God, I hate a thumb up. I don't know what it is about a thumb up, but I hate that stupid button. But that's okay. If out of 35 people, 2 people talk to me, that's okay. That could be 2 new thrivers by the end of the week. So yeah, when I say reach out, that's all I'm talking about. Danielle says, I just say, hey girl, I've got some credits for you if you're ready to thrive. I've gotten 2 new customer orders from that. Okay, so that's perfect. So that's in this chat. I'll just say it again in case on YouTube we can't put this in here. Danielle says that she has credits and she's given them to a lot of people who are like on the fence. And so she just says, hey girl, I've got some credits if you're ready to thrive. That's all. Short, sweet, and simple. Like, leave it at that. Natasha says, okay, so it's really just making those connections. Watering your garden. Yes. Oh my God, I love a gardening analogy. Yes, watering the garden. Because, you know, you got to plant a lot of seeds because some of them are going to die, and that's okay because the ones that make it are strong. So yeah, like the more people you talk to, the bigger your business is going to be. And I know mentally, this is where you have to get that bulletproof mindset, because I know mentally it is so hard to start a conversation and then get completely cricket or ghost or whatever. I get it. It sucks. However, I always remind myself while I'm sitting here going through my friends list and I'm sending out messages, asking them questions, some of these people are raising 4 babies. Somebody may be in the hospital watching a loved one pass away. Somebody may be super ill in the moment. Somebody may have just lost their job. There is so much going on in this world that we don't think about when we're doing our reach outs because we got Thrive on the brain. So to me, it's the activity that you focus on, not the outcome. So if I am focused on 35 people, regardless of how I get responded to or not responded to, and then the next day I reach out to 35 people, it will bring what I needed to bring. You just can't take anything personal. Because, I mean, think of all the times there have been a commercial on the television or the radio and you've zoned out, not paid sometimes you drive from A to B and you're like, how did I get here? Because you had so much stuff on your mind, you weren't even paying attention. So you obviously didn't hear any of those commercials. Well, it didn't hurt anybody's feelings. The marketing people didn't curl up in a ball and say, oh my God, my commercial sucks. It just wasn't falling on your ears at the right time. And so that's going to happen with your customers and your potential customers. Laura says, or when someone shuts you down and disses your products, just, oh yes. Oh, I love when they diss our products. I'm like, next, because here's the thing, you guys, today I'm celebrating 5 years of promoting. I ordered my Thrive originally as a customer June 2nd, and on June 22nd, I clicked the promoter button. 5 years ago today. I love when people diss my product. Because, you know, how long have they been on theirs? I doubt it's 5 years. They might be in week 3. They might even be in month 3. They might be super excited, but they're not going to call you in 5 years. I very rarely see people stick with network marketing supplement companies for 5 years because stuff doesn't work, but Thrive works. Okay, I kind of lost track and got a little sideline there. But does anybody else have anything they want to talk about? Like, what are you thinking about the last 8 days? I hope you guys are doing Rate of Run. I hope you are taking whatever number you thought you could do and seeing a completely different number now. You know, like I said, it's so exciting to celebrate that somebody hit a rank. But when I look in the cloud office and I see that their rank was here and they're already a little bit above it, and I know we have 8 days, go for it. Do not stop. Do not be like, well, I hit my rank, I'm done. And like I said last night, McDonald's doesn't say, okay, we want to sell 500 burgers today, and at the 500, they don't shut down. They don't go, oh, good, we sold enough to pay for the electricity today. They keep selling. And that's what we are going to do too. We're going to push till the end of the month, because you have to remember, people are watching you. And when I say people, I don't just mean potential customers. If you have team members, they're watching you. And if you are sitting back and you're suddenly not posting about Thrive, or you're not in your team chats, or you're not, you know, maybe doing a live or something like that, they see that, and whether they realize it or not, they will pick up from you. You have to lead by example. If you want to lead a big, strong team, you got to be a big, strong leader, even when stuff sucks. And trust me, some days stuff sucks, but we have a big, strong team, and I want to be here for you guys. So I want you to know that to break off into your own big, strong team. And we have several girls on this team who are breaking off into their own big, strong teams, and it freaking makes me so excited. I get like this fire in my belly. You have to focus on the work and let the outcome happen. It's just like an athlete. When they go out and they run sprints every single day, they know they're not going to hit their fastest record every single day. If they have to run 10 sprints every single day, they're going to suck every now and then. However, when the big race comes, the one sprint they now have to run, they only have to run one now, they're totally going to nail it because the practice was put into place. Lisa Cook says, reach out to people who have the, oh yes, Lisa, you're so good at reminding me about this. During the beginning of June, if you sign up new customers, they got $25 in free credits. That is in their account till the end of the month. It goes away. When they wake up July 1st, it is gone. So if you sign people up, new customers up during June 1st through, I think the 12th, is that right? The 1st through the 12th, I think it was, they have $25 to spend. So not only can you get them the extra box of shakes for free, you can save 20%, which just means they're going to order on autoship. They can get an extra box of shakes for free, which just means they're going to pick the pack that has the extra box of shakes for free. Plus, they can save $25. When you go through all three of those things with a new customer, it's like they're getting Thrive for free. And speaking of free Thrive, because we only have a couple minutes, you guys, 8 days. Go through your customer list. Who does not have 2 referrals under them? Who is not thriving for free? Put those names in front of you somewhere. I don't care if they're on your computer, if it's on a Post-it note. I don't care where you put them. Put those names there. And as you are doing your reach outs and people are signing up, you can put a brand new customer under an existing customer as a referral. They are still your customer. So case in point for the newbies. Let's say Lisa Cook is thriving with me and she loves her Thrive and she's been doing it for a few months. And I'm like, I really want to help this girl thrive for free. And then Laura Wernsman comes along and is like, hey, I think I want to try Thrive. Well, Laura's my customer. I've talked to her. I've done the reach outs. I've done the chat with her. She's mine. But I'm going to actually sign her up under Lisa's referral account because Lisa's just a customer. I'm not giving her to another promoter. And she's going to count as one of Lisa's refer to. And so then let's say Danielle comes along before the end of the month and I sign her up under Lisa as a referral. Now Lisa has 2 customers. Referral customers for her free credit. I still have 2 brand new customers. They're still my customers. They're still mine to take care of. I get paid on them, all that jazz. But now instead of just having 2 new customers, I also have an existing customer who's thriving for free. And you all know that Thrive is awesome, but free Thrive is above and beyond awesome. And yes, autoships on the 25th. Do not forget to talk to your autoship people. Go through your reports today. I will tell you again, it's so easy. You're going to go into your cloud, go to My Team, click the My Customer button. You're going to scroll all the way over to the right. The very last column in that graph says Next Autoship. You're going to click the Next Autoship button twice, and it will populate it, and you are going to see the upcoming autoships. When you look and you see 625, make sure you scroll back, find out who that belongs to, reach out to that person, and let them know that they have an autoship coming up. Okay, so with that, I just realized it's 8 o'clock and I have a phone call coming at 8 o'clock. So I'm gonna be quiet. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. If you guys need me, let me know, but let's go kill these next 8 days because amazing things are gonna happen for Dream Team in the next 8 days. I just know, I see it. Our rate of run says it. Our rate of run is at like 135. So that's big. We were at 103 last month. That's a steady climb and it's, okay, phone's ringing. Okay, bye.